up, y'all? It's GoofyRhexxi. Hope you guys are all doing well today. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the best early to mid game options that you have for your arena shard here. So obviously, in the beginning part of the game, even to the mid game, you don't have access to Black Bolt and Phoenix and Ebony Maw, right? I mean, maybe mid game you can get there, but you know, you're not going to have all of them, right? So what do you do in the interim, you know, to stay afloat, to stay ahead in your arena shard, make sure that you're getting those arena credits, to farm those characters that you need, you know, to unlock legendaries and get those extra cores too as well. So we're going to dive into that, you know, talk about that today. Actually, I have a quick short list here that we're going to go through. The first team on that list right now for me is going to be the Wave 1 Avengers team. I mean, Wave 1 Avengers, man, is a very strong team. I've misplaced my Hulk here. We're gonna get him back, but you know, this Wave 1 Avengers team is a very strong team that you can use. Actually, a recommended team now when it comes to your beginners, right? Like it's a team that essentially a lot of content creators, myself included, you know, and others are recommended as a very good beginner team, and it's for good reason. You know, first thing though, availability, right? That's gonna be important. Hawkeye is available early in the Heroes campaign. Black Widow is available in the Villains campaign. Thor is a login calendar, you know, from my understanding. Hulk is in the achievements, and Cap is also used to be a login calendar. I'm not sure if he is anymore, but I know he's also available early in Nexus and also early in Heroes as well. So very viable option. They're a team that you can get to early. So listen, how do they work? They're a strong synergy team. I like Thor's ability here. Whenever anyone's hitting, whenever an enemy hits any one of the Wave 1 Avenger characters, his charges are going to build up. He's going to do that massive AoE attack. Enough said, big damage. He's a damage dealer of this team. These two, Hawkeye and, you know, Black Widow, they're providing control for the team because, you know, Black Widow is speeding up the team. She can also clear positive effects too, as well. She can copy positive effects too. You know, she's also doing stuns, bleeds. You know, Hawkeye as well is reducing speed bar, applying slows. He's also as well applying blinds with the massive, you know, ultimate ability that he has here. So they're providing the control. Hulk and Cap are essentially protecting the rest of the team, right? You know, Hulk is very good as a tank. You know, a little bit more annoying. He has pretty high resistance also as a tank too as well. So that works too. He's getting speed up, you know, from Black Widow. So he's going to taunt a little bit more than usual. And Cap, I mean, Cap is giving a lot of utility to this team too. Energy. He's clearing positive effects also from the team, from, you know, some characters on the team too as well. And then he has a high block chance. So when he does taunt, he's also as well going to be taking on some pretty good damage and then helping to build those charges for Thor. So in my opinion, very strong team that you definitely should use in your arena shard. Now, another variation of this team that I like also as well is taking out Hulk and then throwing in Sif on this team. Sif, very high block chance too as well. And if you're timing these taunts, you know, back to like kind of in a way where when one cools down, the other one, you know, is going up, you know, then you're going to be providing a lot of sustain for this team. Very high block chance. They're going to stay alive longer. You know, you're going to get really good usage out of this too as well. Sif is also a character that you should be farming. First character I would say that you should be farming in that war store to make sure that you're going after getting your Black Bolt, in my opinion. So definitely not a waste with getting Sif and then using her on this team. You know, like I said, still provides a lot of sustain. You know, I think she's a little bit better than the Hulk just because of the block, of the flex and things like that. And I like how this team works. A lot of people are using this team right now in their early arena shard, and it's working pretty well. So give this a shot, guys. Give this a shot. I think that you'll actually enjoy how this team works well together. Now, the next team on this list here is the Asgardian team. So a little tougher to get to them because Hela is late game farm. Loki is in the Mystic campaign. I think Mystic 2.6. So might not be as easy to get to because Mystic characters, you don't get a lot of them in the early part of the game, or at least a lot of the ones that you want to work on. You don't get them in the early part of the game. So, you know, it's probably going to be a little difficult for you to fully use this team, but a lot of early players, a lot of beginner players now are using the Asgardian team and they work well in your arena shard. In my baby account, that's pretty much all I see right now, you know, and, you know, they're a good team. They're a solid team, self-sustaining team. You know, Hela does big damage, Thor does big damage, Loki gives defense downs, Heimdall's protecting against blinds, you know, too as well. Sif we already talked about Sif, the blocks, the taunt. I mean, she's a pretty annoying tank, man. She also gains counter too. So I should have talked about that before. She gains counter. So listen, very solid team. Thor as well is going to be building up those charges, baby. And Loki also is going to be, keeping them once they get under 50% stealth in this team. So still a strong team, in my opinion, that works, in the arena shards, and also their team that you can use to unlock, Black Bolt. So why not work on this team? You're not gonna feel like you wasted time by working on this team, in my opinion. They're still a very good war defense team. Yeah, they got counters, but whatever. They're still a good war defense team. A lot of the counters early too are not gonna be viable against your team because Black Order's not available early. X-Men is not available early. Symbiotes somewhat are available. You can get some of them. Symbiote Spider-Man is pretty difficult to get because he's not farmable unless you consider the milestone orbs farmable like Scopely does. But still, like I said, very good team, guys, that I definitely would recommend working on too as well. Now, another team that's going to take you a little bit longer for you to get to, but still a very good team that I would recommend would be the Asgardian team. No, sorry, not the Asgardian team. Didn't I just say that, guys? Not the Asgardian team, but the Brotherhood team. The Brotherhood team is a team that I definitely recommend, also as well. I would say this probably should be, if you're going after legendaries and you're free to play or light spending, and I apologize for my son in advance, guys. Super sorry. But the Brotherhood 2.0 team is a very good team in my personal opinion. They strong war offense team later on. Also a team that you can use, like I said, to do some of the later nodes in, Marvel Strike Force. Also a very good Greek raid, sort of team that you can use in, some of your other, your mutants, your global, things like that. They're also very strong and good team that you can use there too as well. So in my opinion, I mean, very good, solid team, very good in arena too as well. Blob is going to give the flex. If you're using this team positioning, Blob is going to give the flex to Juggernaut. Going to give the flex to Magneto. Magneto is kind of a unique character. He's the only one that does that big old massive AoE and brings everybody together, also blinding them too as well. Toad has pretty high focus, gets higher focus with his abilities. And then of course, Pyro is going to be stripping debuffs. Too as well, and applying bleeds, applying heal block, to enemy opponents. He's probably going to be the tougher one to get to because he's in the war story. You might want to target Sif and Minerva and some other characters first, but definitely would say, very good option that you have available to you here is the Brotherhood team. As you progress later on into the game, if this is going to be your third legendary that you're going to be getting with Magneto after getting Shuri and after getting Invisible Woman, getting Magneto and then building out this team will definitely do a lot of really good things for you. Since we're talking about Invisible Woman and Shuri they're also very good arena slot-ins, plug-and-play arena characters that you can use too. Minerva is also another very good plug-and-play arena character that you can use also as well. So don't forget about, that is an option too as well for your arena teams. Now, the last team I'm going to talk about here, and this is, you're going to be like, Goofy, but you can't really get to this team. You kind of can if you think about it. The Marauders. The Marauders are another closer to mid-game arena team, but an arena team that you absolutely can get to now. At least at this current point right now, you can, because Emma's milestone event is coming up in another couple weeks or a month or so from now, and this team is phenomenal. They're a phenomenal late game team. They're a phenomenal team whenever you can get them. So I would definitely recommend, the Marauders as a really good team. Mr. Sinister is also in the War Store, so that creates a little bit of complexity, to the whole equation. But Strife is available in the Blitz Store. You have Mystique available in Villains. Sabretooth is available in the Raid Store too as well. A character that you can also use to unlock Magneto too. So listen, a strong team, high sustainable team, team that can protect themselves, a team that, with Emma, the speed bar reduction, the mind control that she's doing, mind control as well, from Mystique too as well. I mean, it's a lot of really good things, or shape-shifting, not mind control with Mystique, but it's a good team that you can get to, at least right now. So I would recommend that you gear up for that milestone event, save your gold now, make sure that you get Emma so that you can use on an Marauders team. you know, Mr. Sinister, all of them. I mean, whatever we already know what they provide. Mr. Sinister with the heals, Mr. Sinister, you know, with the clones. It's a lot of really, really solid things that you're going to be able to get from this Marauders team here. But listen, guys, this is my list. I could talk about some other characters here, but I don't want to blab on too much. I don't want to make the video too long, but listen, Wave 1 Avengers team, Wave 1 Avengers, you know, with Sif, Brotherhood team, definitely recommend. You know, Marauders are a team I would recommend too, as well as Guardians, and then other plug and play characters that you can use. Ultron, when you get him, is a great plug and play character. You know, you can also use Minerva, plug and play character, Shuri, plug and play character, Invisible Woman, plug and play, you know, arena character that you can use also as well, guys. Listen, hope this was helpful for you. Let me know what options you have available to you guys as well. Appreciate you guys so much. You guys be blessed and you guys be safe.